And a very warm welcome to all of you out there from right here, the most northwest corner, the most northwest city, the most northwest state in the lower 48. That's Bellingham, Washington. My name is Robert Sarazin Blake. The name of the show is Robert Sarazin Blake from the Kitchen Table. This is the Kitchen Table. We are outside. Second week in a row, we're outside right by the rhododendron bush here. Last week, you can look and you'll see it was in full go, but we had torrential downpour last night. The rain was pounding at the windows. Had the windows open because I can't resist some fresh air this time of year. So the rhododendron's taking a beating, but we put some of the down petals here on the table. So glad to have you with us. Now that we've moved outside, we're no longer lighting the candles, but we do always want to take a moment at the start of every show to salute everybody out there who has died, everybody who is suffering, and we want to take a moment to be full of gratitude and hope for the future. Things are strange now. Things get bad, but they get better. And here we are. It's our Sunday tradition. We've been doing this for 2 months. We just started it and we haven't stopped. And a very special welcome to Tamar Korn, who's going to be our guest today. We're so excited to have her all the way from Brooklyn, New York. And for the first time, our show today is we're being hosted by one of my very favorite venues on the planet. People ask me, where's your favorite place to play when you're on the road? And I tell them Marlboro, New York. That's right. That's about an hour and 15 minutes north of New York City. The venue's called the Falcon, and their mission is to support living artists, and they're supporting us by broadcasting our show on their webpage, their Facebook page. So hello to everybody in the Hudson Valley who's tuned in because they're part of the Falcon family. Hello to Tony and Julie and Lee and Jess and all the team. Come sit down, lamenting yesterday's sad ending by the water in me whiskey. The brass passed off as gold, another round. We're descending into old-time memory of a day when wood was wood, silver, silver, gold was gold. Come sit down, we're lamenting a century's sad ending by the water in me whiskey. The brass passed off as gold, another round. We're descending into old-time memory of a day when wood was wood, silver, silver, gold was gold, sweet home was home. I like to start every show with that song there called Old Time Memory from my buddy Eric Peterson. But now with the sun coming out and with it being springtime, I would be usually right now starting my Thursday happy hour gig down at Boundary Bay Brewery. This would be my 20th summer of playing Thursday happy hour. But the hours must be spent happily at home right now, although you can go down to Boundary Bay and they are offering takeout burgers and takeout fries and onion rings. Went down there last week. They got the system all rolling, so be sure if you're in Bellingham, go down, support Boundary Bay. They got the drive-through, but I'm not playing down there for the drive-through. That would be well, it could happen. Just hasn't happened yet. But the sunny weather puts me in the mood to play this tune from a long time ago. Would have been playing this song at my very first Thursday happy hour. I'm watching you from the back of the road, 'cause my nights are low, shabby, drab, and gray. Oh, I'm watching you from the back of the road, I'm trying to figure out something to say. And you move with such authority, I can't help but be moved. You flow from the hallway into the living room. This crowded college party, this crowded college town, you're the only one I see. Oh, I'm watching you on the back of the road. Nights are lonely, shabby, drab, and gray. I'm watching you on the back of the road, trying to figure out something to say. I came around as the sun was going down. I stayed a while and then went on my way. Came back around and I saw you in the corner. Now I'm hanging out and I'm hoping you'll come closer. Everyone's having a good time and I'm thinking much at all. As usual, the party's in the kitchen and the hall. But this crowded conversation is void of any feeling. Little being said, here is worth believing, and I'm watching you from the back of the room. The night's lonely, shabby, drab, and gray. I'm watching you from the back of the room, trying to figure out something to say. Party's slowing down, turn the music low. The dancing stopped when the keg ran out an hour ago. And I'm not really staying, as much as I'm not leaving. You're still here, I'm still believing that you're watching me from your corner of the room. Your hands in your pockets and your heart wrapped in a loom. In a crowded collage of the things you think and see, you can't help but think of me. Oh, I'm watching you from the back of the road. Nights are lonely, shabby, drab, and gray. I'm watching you from the back of the road, trying to figure out something to say. Oh, something to say. Oh, something to say. Oh, thank you, world, from my record, the High, Wide, and Handsome Band. There was talk of me playing the entirety of The Beautiful in the Afternoon last week, but Mother's Day got in the way of that vision, and we had a lot of songs there on the theme of all of our wonderful mothers, and so we didn't get to that, and I'm not doing it this week either, but I'm going to play a couple choices off that record. I don't know why that one came up, it just did, so hadn't played this one in a long time. David, are you ready to jump over already?
I'm ready.
Okay, all right. We don't really need you to a while in. It's just one of those Blake slow build numbers, So just settle in. Hope you got your cocktail going there. Let us know what you're drinking. We want to know. Are you having scotch and water? Probably not at this hour. I'm thinking gin and tonic.
Janet says she's dancing in the kitchen.
Ah. Janet Leitner, the heart of Bellingham, right there. Go down to Boundary Bay. I wonder if they still got any pecan pies. Janet, let us know if there's still any pecan pies down there at Boundary Bay. But they definitely got the barbecue going. So go down. If you live in Bellingham, the tradition is to go get a growler at 4 o'clock so you have a growler to sip while you watch the show here. David Pender Lofgren will be joining in, switching hats from Tech Master to Boweron Plumper. Boweron Banger. It was a long drive. Too long, really. And it was a shame to get up so early. Leave the roses, leave the bridges, out of bed, kiss the missus for a long drive. Bodies of water, something to point to. Oceans and lakes, let them wash you. But when you cross a river, something's bound to change. Time to embrace the plans you made for a long drive. Roll on Columbia, I didn't sing it. A long drive. Someone spend money to get in the door. Pass through my hands, sits in a drawer. where the headlights fill the tank. Abraham Lincoln never gets to my bank on a long drive. And the cities that rise from the suburbs, the stadiums, the scrapers, but from the highway, a bunch of exits you gotta pass before breakfast. Long drive. Tacoma, overpass, they were waving flags. I could only guess. Was it for New Orleans? Was it Veterans Day? Was it for my fuel? I dare not say. On a long drive, I passed Mount Rainier, but I didn't see it. On a long drive. Tired, stopped, Sunday morning, breakfast shop, eyes weary, body fatigued, trying to find what it is I need for a long drive. Right lane, 6 army tanks, heads poking out. We waved, I flashed a peace sign. They turned away, clear to me. It's gonna be a long drive. Past the Puget Sound, but I didn't see it on that long drive. We got the neighbors. We got, for those watching, we got some neighbors off in the distance. Thank you very much. That is, did I bring it out here? I thought I did, but I didn't. My record called The Beautiful in the Afternoon. Song's called Long Drive. Oh, that was cool. We check in. For those of you who are new to the show, we talk about what we're reading. The big idea is here we're at home. We're not going to the bar. We're not spending money getting to know beers we shouldn't be drinking. We're not doing that anymore. We're at home. We're reading. And that's why I started reading here. The Path Between the Seas, 2 months ago when we locked in. You'll see I've made almost no progress. I don't know. I'm trying, though. I'm getting to it. This is the story of the building of the Panama Canal, and I'm about 8 pages in. Okay. But I did get into this book here. This is called Road Trip by Mark Razima, and it turns out he lives in Edmonds, Washington. A friend of mine gave this to me, and highly recommend it. Just jumping around in it. What I have here that I can't, show everybody is a bookmark from the one and only Ellen Murphy. Gave me this yesterday, and it says, "All that we send into the lives of others comes back into our own," from Edwin Markham. So thank you, Ellen Murphy. To your friend of mine, peace activist. Oh, what am I going to sing? Oh yeah, that's what we're going to do. Next week, 1 week from today, will be Bob Dylan's 79th birthday. He's put out a new record this year. What an inspiration. Next week, we'll be doing all Dylan all the time. So as a little teaser, we're going to do this one right here. And I got the backup here. We're thinking we can get through it without the lyric, but I do have Bob Dylan lyrics here. Complete lyrics, 62 to 01. Which, as we all know, is not complete anymore. It was complete at one time. I've got another version of this book, but we're going to go ahead and put Ellen Murphy's bookmark. We might get there. Let's try not to, though, shall we? Walking through the summer nights, jukebox playing low. Yesterday, everything's moving too fast. Today, everything is moving too slow. I got nothing left to burn. I got nowhere left to turn. If I saw you, I would kiss you or kill you. Probably doesn't matter anyhow. You let me stand by the doorway crying. I got nothing to go back to now. The light in this place is so bad, it's making me sick in the head. All this laughter is making me sad. The stars have turned cherry red. I'm strumming my gay guitar, smoking a cheap cigar. The ghost of our old love has not gone away. Doesn't look like it will anytime soon. You let me strand at the doorway crying under the midnight moon. Maybe they'll get me, maybe they won't. Not tonight and not here. There are things I could say, but I won't. I know the mercy of God is near. I'm riding that midnight train. I've got ice water in my veins. I would be crazy to take you back. It would go against every rule. You let me stand in the doorway cry suffering like a fool. When the last light, daylight goes down, brother, you won't see me no more. I can hear the church bells, they're ringing in the yard. I wonder who they're ringing for. I got nothing left to win, but my heart just won't give in. Last night I danced with a stranger. She just reminded me you were the one. You let me stand in the doorway crying in the dark land of the sun. Eat when I'm hungry, I'll drink when I'm dry, I'll live my life on the square. And even if the flesh falls off of my face, I know someone will be there. It always means so much. Gentlest touch. I see nothing to be gained from any explanation. There are no words to be said. You let me stand in the doorway, cry, blues all around my head. Bob Dylan, song from his record Time Out of Mind. David and I were talking about this record, and that is a record. I don't believe a person can find Time Out of Mind, but I do. Time Out of Mind, you cannot rewind the tapes to the phrase, you cannot find Time Out of Mind. Time Out of Mind has to find you. Put your hands together for David Penderlofkin over here on the bow run. We're going to invite him to leave the stage for a moment here, because I'm going to play now two songs that are not yet written, not only not performed, they're really not even written, but next week's the Bob Dylan show, so I thought, well, I don't want to wait 2 weeks to play these new things. Some people have been tuning in every week. I want to give them something fresh, and I hope Terry and Jennifer are out there listening today, because this one is for them, and it's also for my friend Rebecca. Rebecca lets me rehearse in her, she has rehearsal space that she does not go into, so I get to go in there. Very generous. My friends in Bellingham take care of me, and I say thank you very much. Terry and Jennifer are my friends, and they are dedicated listeners too from the kitchen table, and I'm happy for them that they did a big trip, international trip this year, and they got to do that trip before the COVID times. So in my rehearsal space, there's a big world map. And I wrote this song here, thinking about them. Can't have David play along on it because I'm going to drop so many beats. There's going to be a lot of beats to be picked up. I took a trip to Algeria and then east to Libya. Of course, a night in Tunisia, on the Mediterranean, across the beautiful sea, to Tripoli and Benghazi. Ooh. Stopped in Cairo to see the Nile. then to Sudan for a little while. I danced in Ethiopia, caught a boat in Eritrea, on the Red Sea. It flowed north from me. I dreamed of Galilee. Ooh. Crossed the Sinai to Arabia, over Jordan to Syria, down the Euphrates to Basra town, east to Tehran where they're hanging around, and then Afghanistan and Pakistan, Delhi and New Delhi too. Crossed Nepal to get to Tibet, the monks haven't stopped praying yet. Crossed China to Mongolia, en route to Siberia. It's chilly, it's true, but the water's still blue, and a man's a man. From Algiers to Japan. So many places still to go. I don't know why I missed Morocco. Everybody loves Marrakesh, except those who say Casablanca's the best. And Portugal, and Charles de Gaulle, and Cologne. Perhaps next is San Paulo or Rio de Janeiro. Buenos Aires may be the place for me, in Argentina, or Santiago, archipelago of Juan Ferdinand, Robinson Crusoe. Wanna be traveling around the world with you. Yes, I just wanna be traveling around the world with you. There we are, fresh off the page there from my friends Terry and Jennifer, home from their big trip. Glad they made it home safe, glad they got to take the trip. With special thanks to Rebecca, who lets me use her rehearsal room. She does not go in there, I go in there, and wouldn't you know, there's a map in that rehearsal room. The secret's out. Okay, where are we? Got another new one here. David, anything we should know out there in the world?
Yeah, well, we got a whole lot of reports on what people are drinking.
Okay, good. Well, give me a highlight.
Okay, let's see. We have Phillips Drinking Menace, Humph Day Ale, Janet Leitner, Pecan and Lemon Meringue. Oh, no, those are the pies that are available. Pecan and Lemon Meringue, available at Boundary Bay.
Listen, people, the restaurants in this town are trying as best they can to keep it going, and I know you like pie, so go down there to Boundary Bay and get yourself a lemon meringue pie, is that right? Or pecan?
Either.
Pecan or lemon meringue pie. That sounds pretty good down there at Boundary Bay. And bring us a piece. Send us a cyber piece.
Jessica Lutz is drinking limoncello with seltzer and a slice of Meyer lemon.
Oh, wow. I remember, if I close my eyes, I can remember the hangover I had from limoncello one night. That is, I mean, I just can bring it right here. It comes right here. Yeah, I don't overdo it on that stuff, my friend. Woo! Where are we? What else is some people drinking out there?
Let's see, we got
Boundary Bay IPA.
Hey, Boundary Bay IPA. The neighbor's drinking IPA.
and Henry St. Clair is drinking Pinckney Bend Rested American Whiskey, Missouri stuff.
All right. Stay safe there in Missouri. You're part of that place where people are just going for it. They're opening up and up again. And I hope it's all right. I hope everybody makes it through. What else we got going there?
Jody's drinking Proper 12 and Terramar root beer.
Ah, Jody Bowler?
Yes, indeed.
I could tell by the Proper 12.
Brittany Lindgren's drinking Go Team Go Hazy IPA. And Janelle Sweeney, Fernie Brewing. What the huck?
Those are friends up there in Canada, Abbotsford. All right, we got a brand new one here. Bear with me. There's going to be some page flipping to make this happen. Everybody knew he was lying. Even those that thought he was God. They couldn't explain the thinking. They wouldn't look behind the facade. They just knew it made them feel better than they'd ever felt before. He was the guy they could not deny the chance to be restored. Not all of them were rich and greedy, though a lot of them were. A lot of them were needy, needing someone to adore. Someone who told it like it is, using language rough and clear. They got a kick from this hotel prick, famous for saying you're fired. I believe in you, he said, the uninformed are my friends. I'll tell you what's true, he said, the start, the middle, and end. The newspapers are lying to you, they don't want to let you be right. I'm gonna make this country once again a great place to be white. Then the people started dying from a disease they couldn't see. Their man kept on denying, telling them not to believe. The snowflakes, the libtards, slack-belly and soft-spined. But disease doesn't wave a flag and it leaves the dead behind. It's hard to turn around when you're on a path, even harder to change teams. It's culture, it's tradition, it's something you believe. When Nebraskans are dead in a meatpacking plant from production that could have been stalled, makes me wonder how long it'll be till his numbers start to fall. Will he care about the dead in Iowa when his numbers start to fall? Fresh off the page. Thank you, everybody. We got some neighbors on some decks. They're in the sun. Oh. We're going to do this when we got to talk. Well, I got this book in front of me here. This book, Road Trip. We were talking about Time Out of Mind. I've always loved that record, but it found me even deeper yet on a drive one time from Whitehorse, Yukon to Dawson City, Yukon, which is a long drive. It's a 6-hour drive in which there's one gas station, so you want to catch that gas station. Did 12 dates of touring up in the Yukon. Had a really nice time traveling with the one and only C.R. Avery, and we played all these. They weren't even towns; they were called communities. These small communities where a couple hundred people lived. Some of them. At the very first, well, there's something to tell you about the people of the Yukon. They're a lot of fun. Is one thing, and the other thing is that all winter long, not in the summer, but in the winter, everybody in the Yukon on Friday nights plays a collective game of bingo. So you tune into the radios and play bingos together, 7 o'clock Friday nights. And we happened to, if you would believe this, we played a town and someone at our concert was the winner of bingo that night. So the host made them buy all of our CDs because they had won the Yukon-wide bingo game. Up in Dawson City, this is a special time of year for them because about a quarter of the town, maybe more, maybe less, about a quarter of the town lives on the other side of the river. Now, in the summertime, you can take a boat across that river. In the wintertime, that river freezes and you can drive across that river. But there are certain times of the year where you cannot get across the river because the ice is not hard yet or it's not melted enough yet. So all this was rolling around in my head as I rolled around the Yukon and flying home from that tour. I with the help of John Hartford, I wrote this song right here. John Hartford, of course, was long gone by that time, but his melodies were not. Goodbye to the Yukon, goodbye to the snow, goodbye to the cold, cold clouds. I'm off in the morning, south through northern air, wishing I was old crow bound. Eldorado deals cards all night, Dawson City don't close. Goodbye to the Huskies, the mountains, the Mounties, the whiskeys to warm up your smile, the taverns in Dawson, motel in Haynes Junction, Carcross and Snookum Gin. There's a hotel on the lake in Atlin, a brothel at the edge of town. For the midnight sun, the tourists come to show 'em a real good time. The ghost of Jack London keeps 'em coming, the service keeps 'em all smiles. I wish I was at the Gold Rush Hotel, I wish I was at the downtown bar. The Yanks off to Anchorage, stop in the summer, up for the drive. It's better in the winter, turn on the radio, 7 o'clock Friday night. Yes, I wish I was at the Gold Rush Hotel, I wish I was at the downtown bar. I wish I didn't have to leave every winter, I wish I was there where you are, floating the Yukon with a toucan, looking up at the stars. Goodbye to the Yukon, goodbye to the snow, goodbye to the cold, cold ground. My flight, it is idling, my time I'll be biding till I'm back around, waiting for freeze up so we can meet up. Thank you very much, everybody tuning in. That's my song, Goodbye to the Yukon. How about we do one more burner, and then we're going to bring on the great Tamar Korn all the way from Brooklyn, New York. She was out at the Jamboree last year. She was there at the 19th Annual Subdued String Band Jamboree. Speaking of which, I just got to let you know something will be happening this year. We're not ready to tell you what it is because we don't know what it is yet, but something will be happening. David, do you want to jump in with me for one more before we do this quick switch to tomorrow? I think we can pull this off. We're in the backyard. It's Sunday. Boundary's selling pies. You can go down and grab a pie. Send us a piece of virtual pie, because if you touch the pie, I can't touch the pie. That's one pie per family. Looking forward to June. Phase 2 here in Washington State. We'll be allowed to socialize with 5 people outside our household unit per week. Looking forward to that. Tamar Korn's coming up. Great singer from New York. One of my favorite singers, to tell you the truth. I was a fan of hers for years before I had met her, and I can't wait to hear what she has to bring to you. We were talking a bit before the show, and she was saying that she was working 5 or 7 regular gigs a week. There's no more gigs anymore in New York City. So we're looking forward to getting an update from Brooklyn. Hanging on to a dead romance, hanging on, body's a mess, head's long gone, the line weight is killing me, you're so gone, standing next to me, you're so gone, miles away in a cloud or a song, I love you so much, you're so gone. I love you so much. I love you so much. I give you everything, everything I have, everything I have, things that don't. I got nothing left. I want more. Yeah, I want more. I want more of you. You for me, you in the morning, you in the evening, you give me so little, I give it some time, yeah, I give it some time, I give it some time, my love is mute, deaf, paralyzed and blind, I walk around in a trance, I don't talk, I mind, I give it some time, give it some time. So little, told me from the start to be the second fiddle, but I've been playing so hard, but I've been playing so long, give me so little, hanging on. Bed, wide awake, it's killing me. Oh, the neighbors all can hear me. Thank you very much, neighbors. Thank you, everybody out there in Screenland. We are going all the way right now to Brooklyn, New York. I don't know what neighborhood she's in, so maybe tomorrow you can start by telling us a little bit more about your geography. Here we're in the most northwest corner of the most northwest city, most northwest state in the lower 48. Come back and visit us when you can. Looking forward to hearing you. Tamar.
I would love to be there. I thought those were bougainvilleas, but they're rhodiola, you said? Behind you? Rhododendron. Rodeo. Sorry. All right, that's quite an opening line. I am geographically I'm southwest of Prospect Park in Kensington, and thankfully I live in a house with a backyard, and we have a front porch, and one of the fortifying, the things you are grateful for and drink up at this moment is that 7 o'clock bell. I don't know if you guys are doing it in Washington at all, but people are going out their fire escapes and making sound, and it's pretty. It helps a lot. One day I was riding my bike through Brooklyn and I saw some. I just saw all the people getting out and making sound, and it's like an excuse for kids. I saw these little Hasidic girls get out and outside on their porch and scream, and I was just like, this is our strange, strange beauty in this time of finding ways to express ourselves. It's just nice to hear people make sound.
Oh, beautiful vision. We do have that in theory here. We're doing, I believe, 8 o'clock, but we don't have that sort of collective thing you got going on there. It's neat to hear about.
Yeah, I mean, there's so much. It's so much. I'm really glad you guys, well, down in Seattle especially, of course, but caught things and caught things kind of quicker than we did. So it's a strange. I was telling David, it feels pretty provincial because so many shops and such are closed, but there's still a lot of people. I mean, the parks have stayed open, and yeah, it's like we are in the epicenter, but not on the front lines if you're not a health worker. Or I do know a couple older musicians I was telling you who passed away, and I know a couple younger people who got it and are fine. But it's strange because some things feel very peaceful about life right now, even though I have no idea what I'm going to do for life and employment and all that stuff, and who knows when the gigs will open up, and I mean, really, who knows?
Sing us a few songs if you would.
Yeah. I'm going to pick up my tenor in a minute, but I think this is a good song to start with. It's a tune from 1931, and it's called "Life Is Just a Bowl of Cherries." Life is just a bowl of cherries. Don't take it serious. Life's too mysterious. You work, you save, you worry so, but you can't take your dough when you go, go, go. So keep repeating it's the berries. The strongest oak must fall. The sweet things in life to you were just loaned. So how can you lose what you never owned? Life is just a bowl of cherries. So live and laugh at it all. Just keep repeating, it's the berries, and the strongest tree must fall. The sweet things in life to you were just loaned. So how can you lose what you never even own? Life is a bowl of cherries, so live and laugh at it all. Ba-ding, ba-ding, ba. Yeah, that's a good thing to remember when you remember working, and this too shall pass, and there are benefits in it all. Whew. I'm gonna sing a song that here we go. I'm gonna put on my glasses. Everything sound okay, David? Yeah? Cool. This is my tenor guitar, and a friend of mine gave it to me not long ago, and I'm very new to playing it. I've never played guitar, but I've been really enjoying trying, and so there's a few sort of simpler songs that I'm gonna be able to play here. Here's a tune. This is a tune that I learned from, I just actually recently re-lyricized it slightly to make it more resonant for myself. It's a old country gospel tune that you might know, "Life's Railway," that Patsy Cline recorded, and I kind of universalized it a little bit, took out some of the overt Christianity, made it more about life, and the afterlife turned into the for here life, and the angels turned into people, and all that stuff. And I like trains, so here we go. I'm gonna try. Life is like a mountain railroad with an engineer that's brave. We can make our unsuccessful from the cradle to the grave. Watch the curves, the hills and tunnels. Though we may falter, we cannot fail. Keep your hand upon the throttle and your eye upon the rail. May our hearts and minds well guide us as we reach each brave new shore, where we meet those who may join us as we ride the rails for more. Ooh, 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 watch the curves, the hills and tunnels. Though we may falter, we cannot fail. Just keep your hand upon the throttle and your eye upon the rail. May our hearts and minds well guide us as we reach each brave new shore, where we meet those who may join us as we ride the rails for more, where we meet those who may join us as we ride the rails for more. Ooh, ooh. I wish I could hear you all. Yeah, I was well, Robert said maybe he wanted to talk to me about being a New York singer for a long time, so maybe I'll hold that thought. But it's super different unless you want to talk now. I want me to okay. Yeah, it's so different, man. Because I've done so little recording, really. Which I have some recordings in the vault, so I finally shall finish that soon enough. But I'm just waiting on a friend to give me some rough mixes and stuff. But yeah, it's so different to not be playing live gigs. I was playing like 5 to 7 a week at regular places for a really long time, and then like in recent years, like a few, I would play like 4 gigs a week on average, and I realize really depend on. I mean, there's interesting aspects of this, and I'm learning a lot, spending time playing alone, and being alone. But we're recognizing so many medicines in our human connection, and how we share our spirits so palpably, and how also you depend on. I've been noticing, like, if I'm making a video for something now, which I wasn't doing much of, there's a lot of room for theatrical stuff, which is fun, and cinematographic stuff, but it's so easy to be perfectionistic in a way that a live gig forces you to just be present and accept everything that's happening and make sense of it as it's happening. And
I'm finding I need to brush up my Shakespeare. I mean, at a live gig, you can get away with being a little loose. I mean, now everything I do today is recorded forever. That's a little intimidating. And so I know you to a degree, but there's a lot I don't know. How long have you lived in New York?
20 years.
20. Where did you grow up?
Almost 21. I grew up in Los Alamitos, California, in Southern California. My mom's in Long Beach now.
Okay. And you moved to New York to pursue music, and music pursued you.
Actually, to study theater. Music more pursued me in that I met some people at a house party after, like, friends of friends just out of college, and I did theater in college, and then found early jazz and early 20th century music of different sorts, and old New Orleans stuff, and I just found I found the sieve for my for my spirit to pull through.
20 years in New York is an accomplishment of any by any measure. Well, let's hear another song, whatever you want to play. I'm so enjoying hearing you.
Thanks, man. I'm so glad you asked me to be a part of this, and I love your whole community. It's such, I'm happy to even think about you all. And hey to Suzanne.
Oh.
Okay, so speaking of poetry, I'm gonna embed a poem of my dad's in this next one. Yeah, all right. Let's actually, yeah, I'll do this one, especially because I see the flowers. And most of you probably know this song. It's a well-known song that Sandy Denny from Fairport Convention wrote, and you'll have to excuse my so-so playing of it, but I'll like skip the second verse and instead read a poem that my dad wrote in about 1959 when he was at McGill. Okay. Across the evening sky, all the birds are leaving, but how can they know it's time for them to go before the winter fire? I will still be dreaming. I have no thought of time, for who knows where the time goes? Who knows where the time Let the wilderness of the imagination drown a world of sound and lose itself in dreams. There is in spring the smell of winter and the earth reeking with birth. Each muddy pool unwinds itself in dank profusion. And the struggle of the seasons rages and is conquered by predestined cycles. Year follows year in a mystic evolution. Each moment celebrates the awakening of day. Darkness is but day concealed by shadows in the starlit wilds of imagery. Weaving softly past the hours, time itself is caught and lost within it. In all this turmoil and fantastic harmony which the flower can perceive, decked in fragrance and the subtlety of shades, swaying listlessly to music, dreaming, dreaming and unfolding themselves to the sun's caress, breathing always the light of sweetness. I am not alone while love is near me, and I know, and I pray it shall be so until it's time to go. So count the storms in a winter, and then the birds in spring again. I shall not fear time, for who knows how our love grows, and who knows where the time goes. Who knows how our love grows, and who knows where the time goes. Time out of mind.
Beautiful, Tamar, beautiful. So now we're gonna do a little bit of what Anais Mitchell calls a shootout. You know, I'll do one, Tamar will do one, and we'll go back and forth. Bellingham to Brooklyn. Do one kind of in that zone here. The heat of the day when sun shines so clearly. Let Master Kill be alive and so gay. Took off my hat and I bowed to the ground. Said, Master Kilby, oh, where are you bound? Bound to the west and hopes to find rest. The arms of my Nancy, I'll build a new nest. She's the one I adore, she's the queen of my heart. Her skin shines like silver in every part. I was the master of 10,000 pounds, bright bright gold silver, or in Prince William's crown. I'd give it all to my Nancy, to my Nancy. Gave her some kisses down by the seashore. Still she lay asking for more. Gave her some kisses down by the seashore. Still she lay asking for more. And we'll go back to Brooklyn over there. Another one now from the great Tamar Korn.
I almost had it. Okay. Let's do oh gosh, sorry. um I'll play a tune. Yeah, you know what you said yesterday to me, Robert, or you texted, because I was like saying I kind of need more music. It's really interesting how play is so necessary, and it seems like the last medicine, but it's kind of the best. Anyway, you said get outside and get some sun, so here's a song that Irving Berlin wrote. It's a short one. Give the blues a chase, find a sunny place. Gotta start higher. Give the blues a chase, bum bum. Find a sunny place, bum bum. Go and paint your face, don't bum. With sunshine, pay your doctor bills, then throw away his pills. You may cure your ills just with sunshine. Why don't you take each teardrop one by one before it gets too late? Hang them up out in the sun and they'll evaporate. Oh, when the trouble starts a pounding at your heart, rub those injured parts with some sunshine. If you're happy blowing bubbles, you go right on blowing bubbles, though the world may laugh at you. But if you find that blowing your bubbles helps to chase away your troubles, well, that's just the thing for you to do. We have got to put that sun back up in the sky. Let the birds remember how to fly. We'll start a-winging and hear them singing, singing once again. We gotta put the smile back on your face. Put your baker every place. All you do is start humming, 'cause spring is coming, coming to the lane. Oh, 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 sing a little, croon a little tune. Oh, 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 that's all we want under the moon. We gotta put the sun back in the sky. Let the birds, we gotta remember how to fly, make an I love you song of each blue song just as the time goes by, and by, and by, and by, and by. Turn to medley.
I mean,
I mean, we gotta wear our masks, but we can still get some sun. It's been nice over here.
You're in.
Oh, that was what we needed. That was what we needed. Beautiful. Beautiful. Gotta wear your mask, but we'd still get some sun around here. You gotta wear your mask, but you can still get some sun around here. You go down to Prospect Park. You gotta wait till it's almost dark because it's so packed with everybody walking around. Wearing their masks, they look like clowns in Prospect Park. You can get a little sun, but you gotta wear a mask around here. You go to the bodega for a bottle of beer. You wear a mask in the bodega. You give them the ID. The person says, "Who do you think you are? I can't see you behind that mask." Oh, you gotta wear a mask, but you can get a little sun around here. In Brooklyn, it's not so bad. It's not as sunny as in Tangier. You can get out in the sun. You can get warmed up. Just wear your mask. So if you cough, you don't give to someone what you might have, even though you don't think you have it. Oh, make your getaway, darling. Ride the midnight bus. Leave all your troubles and snarling. Come on back to us. Got a homemade meal in the freezer, stuffed way down in the back, and ice cold beer for a teaser, couple with your name in the rack. Make your getaway, darling. Ride the midnight bus. Leave all your troubles and snorting. Come on back to us. Sarah made up the bed in the back room with a quilt she got from her mom. I'll meet you at the station. You can walk home on my arm. Make your getaway, darling. Ride the midnight bus. Leave all your troubles and snorting. Come on back to us. Hearts dance like flies in the darkness, finding their way to the light. I know you're out there somewhere, keeping me awake at night. Make your getaway, darling. Ride the midnight bus. Leave all your troubles and snorting. Come on back to us. Hearts dance like flies in the darkness, finding their way to the light. If you don't begrudge the welcome, I won't begrudge the flight. Make your getaway, darling. Ride the midnight bus. Leave all your troubles and snorting. Come on back to us. Songs by the great Andrew Calhoun from Illinois. Now we'll go back to Brooklyn to hear Tamar Korn sing another song. And just want to remind everybody to put some dollar bills in the digital tip jar there. We're going to, after this gig tomorrow, David and I are going to take that tip jar and we're going to do like they do in New Orleans. I learned from Stephanie Nillis, the first thing you do when you count the tips in the tip jar is you got to roll a joint. You got to roll the joint and then you start smoking the joint. Then and only then is there camaraderie suitable to divvying up the tip jar. But we need to have some tips in the tip jar. We're going to be rolling a joint that's going to reach from Brooklyn to Bellingham, and then we are going to be dividing up these tips. So please put some tips in there. Here comes Tamar Korn.
I wanted to show off my mask that a friend made. And it's great. It's free to collar on it. An accordion player, a klezmer accordion player that I know named Ira Temple made it and made a bunch for our household. Which does cheer you. It's like it makes it a lot better. If you have a mask that you like. I know. Everything's weird. But let's... Here's a song that the Staple Singers wrote, and it says everything about everything. One of those songs that I found on a record. You know, it's a lesser known of theirs, and I'll embed another poem in this one. Oh, I forgot to tune this guitar. Is it real bad, Robert? No? It's all right? Sorry, guys. Yeah? colors of the rainbow never change, and some things that you reach for are always a little out of range. How high the mountain you may climb, but try and try as you might, you can't quite change time. 'Cause after all, today was tomorrow yesterday, and time keeps moving on and on in that same kind of way, in that it keeps on moving, moving. And the children grow up into the young generation, and someday they too are gonna rule this nation. If they feel with their hearts, they're gonna do it much wiser. And remember, we'll all see it through different eyes, through our own mind. 'Cause after all, today is tomorrow's yesterday, and life keeps moving on and on in its own kind of way. It keeps moving on. Nameless I stand upon the rock of ages, shouting platitudes. The rhythms of my life are torn with thoughts of immortality. There is in me the need to sing, to live, to breathe, to sculpture in the sky, to mold the very stars, to tell the living and the dead the joy of breath and fire. I wanna love these ageless moments, to be jubilant for 1 second, to see the vision of my ecstasy, the fruits of all my hidden dreams begin to ripen and gather in as golden sheaves in harvest time. Reap my soul, play on crimson strings, this lyre which for ages was untuned. Play the melodies of life, the songs of autumn and of spring, of brilliant sunsets and thrice brilliant dawn. Sing, shout, scream the beauty of this ever-growing shadow which is striding far behind me. For the road is but a moment, and the sky is growing dimmer, richer, full of radiant lights which guide the stranger in its mystery. So be happy, or try to be happy with life's pace. Smile with your hearts, not just your face. And give of yourself not just your time. And sometimes say this is ours, not always just mine. 'Cause after all, today is always tomorrow's yesterday. Oh, and time and life keep moving on and on. Way they keep moving on, so keep keeping on.
Woo! Thank you, Tamar. There was a line in that song there. You said yesterday's tomorrow's. I believe that's what you said, and that made me think of this one here. Maybe it was tomorrow's yesterday's. I forget what the lyric is. When you come back in for your next song there, you can tell us what lyric it is that I heard that reminded me of this song here. This is the final bounce here. I'll do one. Tamar will give us another blast, and then we'll have to say goodbye until next time. So good to have Tamar. We're going to chat a little bit, so we don't have to say goodbyes just yet, but oh, the party wasn't meant to go so long. Just one more beer, then one more song. Soon enough, the host said scoot. I stumbled home, forgot my boots. I should have notified you then and there. Now the ringing, that should be on your phone instead. Just won't let up in my head. I would love to go and kiss you and bliss the day away. Love to hold and kiss you, all the sweet things I would say. But it's afternoon and I'm in bed, holding on to an aching head. Oh, I lived my tomorrow yesterday. Once again I'm looking for a reason. Was it the homemade beer or the cider slightly out of season? Could have been a joint we passed with that strange Canadian grass we smoked in the hallway with those guys from Toronto. Now I know it doesn't have to be this way every time. Mind full of nothing but a head full of wine. I would love to go and see you and bliss the day away. Love to hold and kiss you, all the sweet things I would say. But it's afternoon and I'm in bed, holding on to an aching head. Oh, I lived my tomorrow yesterday. Better go and live tomorrow today. Oh, I lived my tomorrow yesterday. Now we're going back over to Tamar Korn, and it looks like the band is growing over there. I was wondering if this might happen. I know she lives with a bunch of great musicians, and it looks like something's going down.
My just came back, and this is Eleanor Weil, who's going to be playing the caval.
Yeah.
Is this the caval? And where is that from, by the way?
Romania,
Romania.
Moldavia. Yeah, the Serbia.
I'm going to try playing the song that I've never played on guitar, but it's rubato, so here we go. Oh yeah, and it's in Yiddish. So so the translation, we have one more sun song. It's funny, I didn't play any of my own songs in this situation, but with a songwriter, but oh well. This is a great song, and it translates to a beautiful poem that means, perhaps my castles are made of sand. Perhaps my God does not really exist. But in my dreams, things are brighter and better, and the sky is bluer than blue. Perhaps my ship will never reach the shore. Perhaps I will not accomplish my ambitions. I do not really care as long as I'm traveling the sun-soaked path. Soll sein, als ich boi in der Luft meine Schlösser. Soll sein, als mein Gott ist in ganzen Nidhof. In Träum ist mehr heller, in Träum ist mehr besser. In Holm der Himmel ist blauer von Blau. In Träum ist mehr heller, in Träum ist mehr besser. In Holm der Himmel es blauer von Blau. Soll sein, als ich will kein zum Sil nicht belanden. Soll sein, als mein Schiff wird nicht kommen zum Dreck. Mir geht nicht in dem ich soll haben der Gangen. Mir geht nur in Gang auf sonnigen Weg. Mir geht nicht in dem ich soll haben der Langen. Mir geht nur in Gang auf sonnigen Weg.
Thank you, thank you. Wow, wow. Okay, wheels are spinning over here. The train track has just shifted and evolved. I am wondering, first off, I did not grasp either the name of your musician friend. Welcome to the show. My name's Robert. I couldn't catch your name. And then the name of the instrument also escaped me.
Eleanor.
Eleanor. Of course, Eleanor. That rings a bell now. And the name of the instrument?
Taval. It's a Moldavian, Bessarabian, like Moldavian, Romanian flute. It's just like a...
Wonderful. I am wondering, could we have Eleanor do a solo and then have Tamar do one more number to wrap up this wonderful operation we've developed here? I'm looking at the wrong camera here. I got the screen over there, people. I'm sorry, I'm losing it. So we're hoping for Eleanor to do a bit of a solo, anything that you're feeling at the moment, and then Tamar's gonna, of course, charm us as usual.
Thank you, Robert. Thank you. It's actually a shepherd flute that shepherd plays in the field when they bring the sheep. And I just came back from upstate, from the garden, and the like putting my hand in the ground and things. So I'm gonna play a little improv Daina, the shepherd improvisation style in Jewish klezmer style, and then a little dance. I think we'll see. That's what.
Were there retards in it?
Huh?
Were there retards in it?
Yeah, no.
Wow, great. I love it. This is absolutely unplanned. I love it. You want me to sing one more? Yeah? Okay. Should it be a short one or should I include a poem in this one, Robert? Who knows? We need something jazzy. Oh, I was gonna do like a kind of gospel-y one a cappella. But you want an uppy one? Yeah. Okay. But request being upbeat, or is it all right if it's a little low down? All right, all right. I'm feeling so many things, you know? Multiplicitous are my feelings. Well, I'm gonna do a song that I wrote because oh no, I could do Sing On instead. Okay, it's jazzy and I wrote it. A gospel to live by as well. Sing on. Well, life will bring some hard rain when sun and heart won't shine. In your hard times, remember this. Oh shit, I messed it up. Sorry. I tried to change around the lyrics. I'm not sorry. Everything was meant to be. No, who knows if that's true. Anyways. You know how writing songs is, and you're gonna like rewrite a few times the first line because it doesn't quite work. But anyways, this is gonna work in progress. Life will bring some hard times when life will bring you showers. That was the original. That's the other thing when you rewrite it a few times and you don't. Okay. Life will bring you showers, though you hope for bliss. In your somber hours, please remember this. Sing songs, music can sweeten. A melancholy day can send a storm away. When you feel yourself steeped in troubled times, dance a steady rhythm or sing a simple rhyme. What pain conceals, music reveals. Oh, it can help to heal that which you feel with just a chime. Dum dum bum 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 bum. So sing on, sing on. Da 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 bum 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 ba ba da bum bum ba da ba dum ba dum ba da ba bum. And even as the sun shines bright and you're feeling all right, I still say make a way to play your melody each day. Put your whole heart in it. If for just a minute, sing on. A simple song will keep you strong. Life moves along, just sing on and on. rain when sun won't shine. In your hard times, remember this gospel mine. Sing a little song, music may send a storm away or keep it at bay. When you feel yourself in those troubled times, just move your body and sing a little rhyme. What pain conceals, music may reveal. It can help to heal that which you feel with just a da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Ooh, sing on. Da-da-da-da-da-da-bum-bum. Ba-dum, ba-dum, bum, 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 ba-da-bum, bum, ba-da-bum. And even as the sun shines bright and you're feeling alright, I still say make a way to play a melody each day. Put your whole heart in it, if for just a minute. Sing on as life moves along. A little song will keep you strong, life moves along. Just sing on, note to self.
Woo! Thank you, Tamar.
That was the first song I wrote.
That's the first song you wrote?
Well, I wrote the lyrics and the melody was Dave Ricketts down in San Francisco. I did a collaboration with him.
Beautiful. Beautiful. Thank you. Oh,
Thanks so much.
What a joy to see you, sister. What a joy.
Man,
Hang in there.
brother,
We
you
will.
and your rhododendron, David,
Yeah.
thank you.
It got chilly here. The thing about Washington, it's never warm after 6 o'clock. So we're cold now, so I got a scarf to sort of maintain for the rest of the run. And I just want to tell the world a little bit. There's a scene in New York, for those of you that don't know, at a bar called Mona's. The music starts at 10:30, 11, goes to 4 in the morning. And I always, when I finish a tour, I always try to finish the tour on a Tuesday so I could go down to Mona's and watch the music. And then I stay up all night, catch the flight home. And so for many years, I'd see Tamar hop up and do a song in the midst of this jam. And then one year, I'm walking to Mona's, and we were 4 or 5 blocks away, but she's walking down the street, and we just started chatting, and we became friends walking to Mona's, and that's how we became friends. And so cool that we are, and come back to the Jamboree once we have a real Jamboree, and you're welcome in Bellingham anytime, Jamboree or not. Thanks for singing with us today.
Thank you so much. I really look forward to when I can travel back over to Bellingham, or when we can come to the city when it's safe.
Sounds good. Bring that flute, of which a name I can't remember, with you next time too. We dig the flute.
I'll write
Oh, there
you
she
and
is.
you can- Come on.
This song goes out to all my musician friends in New York City. And it starts out with a poster. Bob Marley and a spliff. You get a guitar when you get older. You start building your own myth. Band folded in Cleveland, they're exhausted from the heat. They've been a record on the highway, biggest mess you'd ever seen. Oh, the bass player met a girl in Toledo the night the drummer broke his hands. The fiddle player was pretty convinced she was gonna quit the band. Well, the basement show went off that night and nearly brought the whole house down. There's no pride like the pride in the eyes of those who make it in the underground. Well, they look like a bunch of failures, unemployed, broken, mean. Those with a quick eye could tell they were living the rock and roll dream. Tour ended in New Jersey. I was beaten, I was tired. Opening band was drinking Mad Dog 2020, and they were wired. They heckled worse, they patronized, I couldn't take another blow. The time I ever told anyone to get out of my show. It's not every audience you can bring to the knees. Make no mistake, I'm not gonna wait and stay in my rock and roll train. And it starts out with a poster. More John Lennon wearing shades. You get a gig when you get older. Who even cares about getting paid? Pensacola, Florida, sea to dark blue sea, the Yukon down to Texas, then back home to the Jamboree. I've slept in bars, played in cars, woke up in the snow. A voice like a whip thrashing me, get on down that road. I know what to say about the cat and curiosity, but I don't drink milk, I'm a man in love with a rock and roll dream. Sitting around Boundary Bay, sitting around Mona's on a Tuesday night. The band's back from battle, swapping stories of the fight. The van broke down, we didn't make any money. No one came to that show. The old guys got the same old stories. The young eyes always glow. With the band in the corner, they play here every week. The drummer gets so drunk, so stoned, that he can't play more. They break into the chorus, we all sing along, 'cause we all know what it means. We all just want another chance at the rock and roll dream. And it starts out with a poster, Bob Marley and the Spliff. You get a guitar, lots of guitars as you get older. You're hanging on to that old man. Ah, feeling good. Hey, the neighbors are over there now. Very good, very good. Oh, we have a few more songs for you here from the kitchen table. The kitchen table's out in the backyard. We got the rhododendron leaves. Petals, not leaves, they're petals. Let's see, a couple things to tell you. Next week, 1 week from now, will be Bob Dylan's 79th birthday. The great blues man from the north, the great Jewish blues man from northern Minnesota turned 79. We're looking forward to singing all Dylan songs next week. All Dylan, 2 hours of Dylan. Because, as you know, this time of year, people get together in backyard parties. And at some point, somebody gets out the guitar at the backyard party. Depends on sort of the situation you're in, you know, but eventually somebody will start playing some bad Dylan, you know. Because everybody knows the first verse to something, and nobody Nobody knows really what happens after that. But as a friend of mine says, my Uncle Doug says, a little bad Dylan is a lot better than no Dylan at all. So we're going to be giving you as much bad Dylan as we can next week for his 79th birthday. We're also doing a special show next Saturday morning my time, for the Europeans, for the German friends, and for my friends in Copenhagen. We're going to do a show. It'll be early morning for us, 10 o'clock show on Saturday. That's 1 p.m. in New York. I guess that's a brunch gig in New York. Find that digital tip jar. Someone's rolling the joint right now that's going to go all the way from Brooklyn to Bellingham. We're going to smoke after the gig, divvy up the tips. Until then, let's play a few more tunes. I sent a sketch in charcoal. There's an old lover on another New Year's Eve. It came to the words, everything I'd said she heard. A sign I wanted you to have something for me. I'm the one who left, I'm the one who made you cry. You're the one who's on my mind when I get blue. Ain't the plagues fly, covering who's in the caskets die. Bobby sends each block his real roadblock. The more I painted, the more I needed to see. I can't kiss your cheek, fill your coffee with cream, hold and rock away your bad dreams. Still I wanted you to have something for me. Painted flakes fly, covering who's in the caskets die. Bobby sends each block his real roadblock. The more I painted, the more I needed to see. Know I painted this picture before. Back then I was using yellows, now I'm using greens. Last night I drew something simple and new. The images were vague, the lines were clean. And I wanted you, wanted you, wanted you, wanted you. I wanted you, 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 I wanted you. There's something for me. Oh, we got the neighbors out on all their decks. If you could, we should take a photo next week of the scene of the neighbors on the decks. They're very spaced, everybody. Don't worry. We're not having more fun than you. We just are very spaced. We have decks close to each other out here. And a few raindrops, but nothing too threatening here. That's off my record called Recitative. Even in COVID times, you can listen to LPs. Last I've checked out, I listened to Mississippi John Hurt this morning on LP. So you can order one of these. I have many. I have a lot. And I have cardboard boxes. I put them in and I mail them to you. And so think about that. And how much time do we have there?
Looks like we have about 5 minutes.
Hmm.
Pacific time.
Oh, always a pleasure. As I said, we're doing this for 2 more weeks for sure, and then we're going to let you know once we know what we're doing after that. But we're getting through the strange time together. Hey, it looks like this strange time's going to stick around, so let's get into it. Let's get our reading done. For me, that means Path Between the Seas. This is David McCullough's book about the building of the Panama Canal. I've been talking about reading this book for 2 months. I'm not sure how long COVID has to exist for me to get the book read. I don't know if I want to find out. All I'm trying to say is it's raining, and we're really glad you spent your Sunday with us. We close every show with this number here for my buddy Hank Waddell in Cork City, Ireland. He plays every Monday night. I'm a Thursday happy hour guy myself, but Hank is a Monday night at Charlie's. It's raining, and we've got all kinds of computer gear out, so I don't know how long we're going to be with you. We may fade out, but here we go. It's great to see you. I'm going to close my guitar case. It's great to see you, because we thought you were dead. You come back to life. Did you get out of your bed? It's great to see you. Or was that your ghost? We thought you were gone. Burnt toast, it's great to see you. I whisper nothing, sing softly on your ear. Try not to cut you. The moment that's here, shadow it might be. The feeling's clear. I couldn't ask for anything more. It's all about the times we share. It's all about the times we share. It's great to see you. Are you gonna stay? You're here for the long night. Are you leaving at the break of day? It's great to see you. Yeah, it's true. It's great to see you. It's great to be near you. It's all about the time we share. It's all about the times we share. Thanks for being with us here from the kitchen table. My name is Robert Sarazin Blake, and this is the Kitchen Table Dinner. David Pender Lofgren is our producer. Tamar Korn is our guest. And we'll see you next week for an all Bob Dylan celebration on his 79th birthday. It's all about the times we share. Stay safe. Much love to you.